Okay, welcome in. I'm now going to continue my 32 and 32 series. This time I'm covering the team that I cheer for, Bleu, Blanc et Rouge for, the Montreal Canadiens. Last year they finished with a record of 30 wins, 36 losses, and 16 overtime/shootout losses. They finished with the worst record in the Atlantic, and they finished with the second worst record in the Eastern Conference, and they finished with the fifth worst record overall. So I'm pretty sure that would have landed them in like the 28th spot, if I'm not mistaken. And 3 straight seasons that there has not been a playoff game in Montreal. I'm just going to go through a handful of free agents because really they don't have any big name players that need to come back. There is one, and I'll get to him in just a quick second, but Jesse Ylonen, he is a UFA, which means he can sign anywhere. I would love it if Montreal brought him back, but would not be surprised to see him leave. Last season, Colin White was brought in, I believe, late in that season, so it's not like he played a full 82 games for the Montreal Canadiens. I wouldn't be surprised to see him walk. I don't think he's someone that they're really targeting. I think they just needed someone to fill in their bottom 6 roles because of injuries. Tanner Pearson was brought in last year in the offseason with a trade from the Vancouver Canucks for Casey DeSmith. I'm sure he didn't have the career or the season that he wanted. Injuries played a big factor into him not having a fantastic season for Montreal. And he's another guy, just like Colin White, that I would not be surprised if they let walk because he still currently hasn't been re-signed. And maybe someone that 31, 32 years old isn't what Montreal is really looking for to build this team, hopefully back into contention in the future. Chris Weidman's contract did expire, but he has retired from the NHL. 33, 34, again, seems like it's young for someone to retire from hockey, considering Yager is like 60-some years old, still playing hockey overseas. I don't think he's officially announced his retirement from the NHL. That's why he's not in the Hall of Fame. But anyways, that's besides the point. But yeah, Chris Weidman has retired, so he won't be coming back and playing in the NHL in the 2024-2025 campaign. The only guy that I care about on this list is Arber Xhekaj. Again, maybe it's because I'm biased being a Habs fan, but this is someone that got to sign long term. You can't give him a bridge deal. You can't give him like 1 or 2 years. That's not going to help at all. Like, you got to get this guy signed to at least a 5-year extension. He's tough. He's exactly what we need. We just need like an entire roster full of Arber Xhekajs that can fight and hit people and occasionally score from time to time. In the goaltending situation, Samuel Montembeault's contract did expire this past season, but he has re-signed on a 3-year, $3.15 million contract. Caden Primo has 1 more year left to go on his contract, and Carey Price is still on the books for his mega contract that he signed a few seasons ago, to say the least. So that's good. That should be your goaltending tandem, Caden Primo and Samuel Montembeault. They could easily bring up a third goalie from the minors, but I believe, again, the only big name on that list that they need to sign is Arber Xhekaj. But aside from that, they're pretty well set for this upcoming season. And now in the free agencies, that could be a whole other video for a whole other day of guys that I would love to see signed in Montreal. Alrighty, that was a very brief recap of the Montreal Canadiens season and a look at a few of the contracts that have expired. I will continue this 32 and 32 series. If you happen to like this type of content and you're new to this channel, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. As always, take care.